By special request from the club themselves on their TikTok, it is now time to talk about LA Galaxy. So I've got a kit for you right here. Galaxy were founded back in 1994 and began play in 1996 as one of the 10 founding members of MLS. On top of that, they're the most successful club in all of MLS history, having been 5 times MLS Cup champions, as well as 4 times winning the Supporters Shield. And that's going to be our specific MLS topic this video, but more on that in a second. Galaxy's home colors are white, but I wanted to grab their away kit because it's got some really nice touches here, especially the teal, which you'll know if you're an aficionado of Los Angeles architecture, especially the Art Deco side of everything. Really solid Adidas kit. You can see the 3 lines across the top for that. Beyond that, I really dig on the back, the neck. You can see they have an embossed section here. Just some raised rubber with their little famous quasar at the end here. It's also on their badge that you can see right there. So here are your 3 key things about LA Galaxy. First, for a long time, Galaxy have been kind of a gateway for foreign players into US soccer. Their biggest splash in the market was bringing David Beckham over from Real Madrid in 2007, which opened the door for a lot of other international stars to come to MLS. Playing for Galaxy has been the first foray into US soccer for many players like Zlatan, Steven Gerrard, Chicharito, as well as recently Douglas Costa. For number 2, let's talk about their 2 key rivalries. The California Clasico is definitely the most important in MLS, in my opinion, because it stretches back all the way through the history of MLS. And on top of that, the 2 clubs have very passionate and deep fan bases. There are other Clásicos within Los Angeles against the relatively newer LAFC. This kind of replaced their previous match that they had in the city against Chivas USA, who folded about a decade ago. LAFC have had a really solid squad since they came into the league, so it makes for really good matches. And on top of that, El Tráfico, really cleverly named, obviously after the famed traffic in Los Angeles. And third, let's talk about the Supporters Shield, since that's our MLS-specific topic for this video. The Supporters Shield is given every season to the MLS team that gathers the most points during the regular season. MLS also has a playoff system, which culminates in the trophy being the MLS Cup, so this trophy is a little bit different, but still important because it does grant you a Champions League spot if you're a US team. So for European fans, you can think of this as similar to the domestic cup competitions in your country, where the winner is granted a spot in the Europa League or Europa Conference League the next season. I've already named a couple players from their past, but let's tack 2 more on for you, with Cobi Jones being the first, seeing as he played his entire career with LA Galaxy, as well as 164 caps for the US men's national team. And second, Robbie Keane joined LA Galaxy, and for 5 seasons, it just felt like he would not stop scoring. As far as current players, I've already mentioned Douglas Costa, as well as Chicharito are in their squad, but the third player that I want you to look out for is named Efrain Alvarez. He's 20 years old, he's a fine young talent, he's already been capped by Mexico, and he's a guy you need to keep your eye on if you're watching MLS. So there you go, that's your video on LA Galaxy, one of MLS's finest clubs.